We're here once again. Yeah, that is correct. Is everybody feeling Christmassy? Well, I'm in downtown Grapevine, Texas, and it's Christmassy down here. I mean, there's a million people walking the streets with their kids, and they got some kind of freaking Christmas kid thing going on down there at the train station. So it's like, oh my God, it's like crazy, just crazy. I had a great time yesterday with Bree. We invaded Stockyards, Fort Worth. We had a great time, man. Hooker's Grill, and then Niles City Hall with Fabian, the fantastic Fabian. And then down at the lower end of Exchange, where you rent horses close to the depot. In fact, that's where I did my daily dose yesterday. And speaking of daily dose, it's time to do it again. So hey guys, I am DC, creator and host of Barside Jive. Welcome to my daily dose of rock music history. Today is Friday already, December 6, 2019, and you are witnessing my Carnival of Love Tour, day 57. Make sure you order your Carnival of Love tees and hoodies while they last. Go to bradjensenart.com. That'd be Brad, Jensen, art.com. Only 12 days left, guys. Only 12 days left in this Carnival of Love Tour. And then no more Carnival of Love Tour shirts. That's right, guys. The merch will be gone. Gone forever. All right. Today I'm coming at you live worldwide, patio side from Outlaw Cider Company. That's right, guys. Outlaw Cider Company, 112 East Texas Street in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas. Christmas capital of the world. You don't believe me? Just drive down here and find out for yourself. You'll think you're in the Dallas State Fair traffic, man. It's like crazy. Anyway, let's talk some rock and roll. Flashback. On this day, 1961 was the year Jimmy Dean's Big Bad John becomes the 100th U.S. #1 single of the rock and roll era. It would prove to be his only chart topper, although he would have another top 10 record with PT 109.
Freebird!
Jimmy said he wrote the song in an hour and a half while flying to Nashville for a recording session. And there you have it. Big Bad John. Okay. I don't think you can confuse Jimmy Dean with the same Jimmy Dean that made the sausage, but hey, I didn't explore that far, so who knows? Anyhow, after the success of Satisfaction, the Rolling Stones topped Billboard Hot 100 for the second time with Get Off My Cloud on this day, 1965. Great tune, right guys? Get Off My Cloud. How many of you guys own the 45? If you own the 45, Get Off My Cloud, comment below. Keith Richards would later say, and I quote, "I never dug it as a record. The chorus was a nice idea, but we rushed it as the follow-up." Only spoken like Keith Richards can. Okay, on this day, 1965, Bill Graham, not to be confused with evangelist Billy Graham, Bill Graham opened the Fillmore West in San Francisco as a West Coast partner to his Fillmore East in New York. The venue was the launching pad for the Jefferson Airplane, the Grateful Dead, Big Brother and the Holding Company, and many other local bands. Both sites remained in operation until 1971, and old Bill, well, he died in a helicopter crash in October of 91 at the age of 60. Now, guys, at that time, you had Fillmore East on the East Coast. You had Fillmore West on the West Coast. But in the South, you don't hear a lot about it anymore. But you old-timers know there was a venue in the South that was just as big, and everybody played there. You know the name of it? Let me give you a hint. It was in New Orleans. Time's up. It was called the Warehouse. And it was, just a couple of blocks from where I lived a few years ago when I lived in New Orleans. I walked down there to the spot, the very spot where the Warehouse stood. They say it was a pretty cool venue. Everybody played there. I think the Allman Brothers were like the house band. The Allman Brothers played there all the time. But everybody played there. Cool place. So you had Fillmore East, Fillmore West, and then you had the Warehouse. All right, let's move on. Because we got some monkey action. I mean, the monkeys. $750,000 feature film now called Head debuted in New York City on this day in 1968. Instead of being aimed at their target audience, a bunch of teeny boppers, the flick contained a dark theme about the manipulation of the group, seemingly pointless walk-on appearances by inappropriate guests like the producer Jack Nicholson and others, and scenes of Vietnam War atrocities. Sure, that was popular. Anyway, the reviews were very harsh, and the picture was a box office disaster. You can see for yourself. Go to YouTube, search on the Monkees' Head. There you go. Bet you didn't know that, did you? You only hear it right here on DC's Daily Dose of Rock Music History. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. On this day, 1972, after a show at Imperial College in New York, I'm just kidding. It was in London. At Imperial College in London, the New York Dolls drummer, 21-year-old Billy Murcha, is accidentally suffocated when his girlfriend tries to wake him by forcing him to drink coffee after he passed out from drugs and alcohol. Right. Yeah, right. I'm sure it happened that way. That's what they say anyway. Accidentally suffocated. But there's more to that story. Should I answer it? Comment below if you want me to answer it. I'll do it. I can guarantee it's a telemarketer. Hello? Hello? I don't know what in the heck language they were speaking, but it wasn't English. I get those damn calls all the time. You know what? Congress could really make me happy if they would do something about all these freaking calls on our cell phones. I mean, the Social Security Department fraud, the freaking IRS fraud, the, Microsoft support subscription has run out. There's been a charge on your credit card. All these bullshit fraud calls that they're able to get away with. If Congress really wants to do something, they should do that. instead of just fighting. It's ridiculous. But anyway, it's a whole nother show. Don't ever let me host a political show. Never, never, write this down, never let DC host a politically charged show. Don't ever do it. And if I ever ask about doing it, just tell me no. Don't do it. Okay, guys, I got two more for you today. Two more for you. Singer Graham Parsons' manager, Phil Kaufman, is fined $300 for stealing Graham's body. This is good. This is really good. From the Los Angeles International Airport on this day, 1973. Okay? After he took the body, Kaufman had it cremated instead of taking it to the funeral home. Now, he didn't take it to a funeral home and had it cremated. He cremated it himself with the buddy. Because Graham wanted it done that way. Okay? So Kaufman claimed it was Parsons' wish to be cremated, and that's pretty much the story that everybody says. So, like before his death, Parsons stated he wanted his body cremated at Joshua's Tree and his ashes spread over Cap Rock, a prominent natural feature in California. Okay, that was pretty much a known fact that that's what he wanted. Well, to fulfill Parsons' funeral wishes, Kaufman and a friend of his stole Graham's body from the Los Angeles International Airport in a hearse that they borrowed. You can't make this shit up. Then they drove it to Joshua Tree, set him out there on the ground. Yeah. And so they poured 5 gallons of gasoline on him and lit a match and lit him on fire. Lit him on fire. And so campers in the area, I think, reported it. So the police responded. But Kaufman and his buddy were already gone. But it did result, they said, in a pretty big fireball. Anyway, the police missed them, but they finally, chased them down, and they were arrested several days later. And apparently there wasn't a law against stealing a dead body, so they were only fined like $750 for stealing the coffin, and were not prosecuted for leaving 35 pounds of his charred remains in the desert. I guess they weighed them. I don't know. What remained of Parsons' body was eventually buried in Garden of Memories Cemetery in Metairie, Louisiana, by family. But it's a crazy story, and one of the funniest parts about that story that I got to tell you is that so Kaufman and his buddy, they needed help loading up this, the body, right, in the hearse. So they solicited help from a policeman that was there, parked behind them. And so the policeman helped them actually load the body, versus, commit an illegal act. And then apparently they had to get the policeman to move his car so they could get out of there. And when they did, they ran into the building. So, that sounds like a movie. But anyhow, it's a pretty hilarious story. You can look it up. Just search Graham Parsons on the web, and you can find all sorts of details about it. You can even see pictures of the site where he was burned. It's crazy. Okay, well, the Sex Pistols played their first show at St. Martin's School of Art in London on this day. 1975 was the year, guys, in support of a pub rock group called Bazooka Joe, arranging to use their amps and drums. Got a low battery alert. Gotta hurry. Okay, so they arranged to use Bazooka Joe's amps and drums, right? Their gear. So the Sex Pistols performed several cover songs, including The Who's Substitute, Small Faces, What You Gonna Do About It, and I'm Not Your Stepping Stone, which was made famous by the Monkees. According to observers, they were unexceptional musically, aside from being extremely loud, which the Sex Pistols were known for. Before the Pistols could play the few original songs that they had written to date, Bazooka Joe pulled the plugs as they saw the Sex Pistols trashing their gear. So there was this brief physical altercation between members of the two bands that took place on the stage, and then the Sex Pistols, fuck it, they just left. Wow. So a 3 cover song set's what they did. They said it was about a 10-minute show. All right, guys, that is rock and roll and wraps my rock history lesson today. Guys, you can dry those eyes, wipe away those tears, because there's more coming at you from me tomorrow and every day as I peel back those pages of my big-ass rock history book. That's right. Explore the rock legends on my Daily Dose of Rock Music. If you'd like to check out my Daily Dose archives, it's easy. Just go to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Barside Jive Live and look in the Daily Dose playlist. And hey, while you're there, show me some love and click that subscribe button. It's big, it's red, it says subscribe across the front. Can't miss it. Join my YouTube community. Also, guys, I cover rock news during my weekly Tuesday and Thursday shows at the Vocal Media Studios in North Dallas, just like I did last Tuesday and last night. Weren't Cinema for the Blind, weren't they awesome last night? I know you guys had to see it. Ooh, my nose is itching. I know you had to see it. Those guys are awesome. Had some great talent this week. Yeah, buddy. Burning Sky Band on Tuesday. Jade Nicole on Wednesday. And Thursday I had Cinema for the Blind. And then tonight, well, this afternoon, here about 4:30 p.m. Won't be long now. Yeah, a little more than half an hour. Right here at Outlaw Cider Company, I've got Rhonda Ray. That's right. Rhonda Ray is in the house. We'll have a good time with Rhonda. Been a great week. But anyway, both my 60-minute Tuesday and Thursday shows are packed full of music, including my spotlight on nationally touring singer-songwriters, as well as some of the very best tribute and cover bands in the U.S. of A. during my live music showcase. And don't forget my Tipsy Gypsy, Bree Akers. She brings drinks and tips from behind that bar, as well as Art Jive Live, my visual arts segment. Featured guest is usually Brad Jensen, artist extraordinaire. And when he's not there, other creatives join us. It's always at vocalnow.com, and vocal is spelled with a K. Vocalnow.com. Look for that Barside Jive image. Be at the top of the app, top of the browser. Click right on it. It's right beside the zoo. You can't miss it. Come right into the show. Don't forget my live show in the Dallas Design District, 1523 Dragon Street, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Sponsored by Optographics, Hippin' Hippie, and Edo Popkin. I've also got my show sponsored by Outlaw Cider Company in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas, 112 East Texas Street, every Friday, 4:30 p.m. Just like I'm going to do very soon here. If you guys hang on, I'll be back live on Facebook. And if you can't make it in, just watch us on Facebook. But I'd rather you make it in. So come in and see me, Outlaw Cider. It's a cool place. Lots going on here. Guys, if you want to support this show, the Daily Dose, PayPal.me. That's paypal.me/Barside Jive Live. That's right. Thank you guys for your loves, your likes, your shares. And I love to read your comments. Love to read them. So write me something cool. Those are what make all this worthwhile and are food to my very soul. Be sure to check out my Facebook page, guys. Facebook.com/Barside Jive Live. My Instagram is at Barside Jive. Website, barsidejive.com, and my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Barside Jive Live. We had a huge week this week. Gonna have just as big a week this next week. Can't wait. Get it started on Tuesday, Vocal Studios. But I do appreciate you hanging out with me today during my Daily Dose. I love seeing you guys on here. Really do. Hey, remember to drink responsibly and don't ever drink or text and drive. Just too many options, guys. Too many options. Don't do it. And seek every day to be a hero in someone's life. So until... Oh man, I'm not even going to think about answering that. So until about 4:30, peace, love, and rock and roll, guys. Rock and roll. That's why we're here. It's all about the rock and roll. Good night, Bill.
I'm thinking of you too. I'm thinking of you.
Is you ready, Ski Cat?
What's up, Doc? Here's Johnny.
Have mercy.
By the way, if you guys did experience some head, neck, or back tingles during this show and have an overwhelming sense of a deep, relaxing feeling, be advised that my content now does contain ASMR.
This isn't just a word from the sponsor, it's simply a very good suggestion. It stands for real refreshment.
That's BarsideDriveLive.com.
You are feeling the tingles. Calling these kinds of whispers inaudible whispers, inaudible whispers. This is the best time to put the lotion.